Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Relix, and today I just want to go over just a real quick review of what I saw during the NHL 2024 draft. It was a couple days ago at this point, but I just wanted to say, congratulations obviously to Macklin Celebrini, first overall pick. I don't think anyone really expected anything different. Even I came into this draft not really knowing anything about who was in it or what to expect from the draft itself. All I know was that Celebrini was a name that I was hearing as the first overall pick for the past couple months. He went first as expected. I actually seen his highlights and wow, phenomenal playmaking by the way, and good shot. So I do expect him to make obviously the NHL roster right off the bat for the San Jose Sharks. Can't wait to see him play. Obviously, as San Jose, NorCal, we are going to see a lot of him as a Kings fan, so can't wait to see what he does. Just like I was always excited to see Connor Bedard last year, and he didn't disappoint either, so can't wait. Obviously, the draft itself, second overall, Artyom Levshunov, defenseman for the Blackhawks. Expected to go second and third overall, and he went second. So congratulations to him as well. Kind of a language barrier, I think it was. Right? I think he was the Russian that had a language barrier. A little bit of a hard communication right there, probably. I wonder how that's going to fit for the Blackhawks. But I thought it was kind of cool too that Connor Bedard was actually announced to be the one who selects the second overall pick. So that was kind of cool because they will be playing together. So it's kind of cool that you guys get to speak over at the draft, talk it over, see what you guys are going to be doing. I expect this guy to make the NHL straight out the back as well. As expected of probably the top 5 draft picks, right? Usually they should kind of be in each other's right off the bat. Usually they're kind of ready. But, by the way, I have this whole, list of notes and stuff that I was reviewing every single draft as it was coming in, so just so you guys know. But I'm not going to make this whole video too complicated, but overall I thought it was really nice. And then of course the biggest surprise for me as well as a lot of people was Beckett Sinaka, whatever, I forget how they pronounced his name. Third overall pick by the Ducks. He was expected kind of in the double-digit range, the 10th overall-ish spot. Obviously, mock drafts are mock drafts, right? But from what I heard, that was a big shocker, and Ducks needed a right winger. And based on the draft itself, I'm not actually surprised because he was actually the first right-handed right wing to be selected. There was another right winger center, Ivan Demidov, who was selected by Montreal in the 5th overall pick. He's left-handed though, so it's not like he was a right wing. Next right winger didn't come up until Konsta Helenius, who was a right-handed center right wing, or the guy next after that at the 15th pick, Michael Brandstad-Nygaard, who is a straight-up right. So it was kind of interesting to see. I'm pretty sure the Ducks were looking for something specific, and that's why they drafted the guy 3rd overall. But as far as everyone else, drafts moves up, moves down, trades were made. Not a big surprise. Obviously, I think my focus was on who are the LA Kings picking. They actually got the 26th pick in this draft. They actually got a pretty decent guy, I think. Liam Greentree, right wing, who is left-handed though. So again, one of the problems with the Kings this past season is majority of the players is left-handed. The right-handed players were either out, Arvidsson, or they're not as skilled, Lewis. So we're kind of missing the right-handed players for the team. So adding this right winger who is left-handed, it doesn't really help us. But at the same time, he is the captain of the Windsor Spitfires, 6'2", so decent size. Kind of where he was drafted, that was kind of the expectation for him to be in the draft. And overall, he's a pretty good scorer. 200-foot game probably. Power forward is what he's described to be, but overall, I think probably a good pick. I heard his downside is his skating, but apparently you can improve that in the NHL level. So if he can improve his skating abilities, I think actually that's very notable about Byfield as well. He didn't really have the best skating either, and yet now look at him now. His game has improved from the past seasons to this past season where he had a breakout season, and like I mentioned before, he was one of the best Kings all year. So who knows? Maybe this guy will turn out really good too. I don't expect him to be on the team next year at all, but maybe in the next couple years. I'm hoping the Kings don't really do another, hey, we drafted this guy, I think he was 18 years old, and then wait until he's like 23 to play him. You know, these guys need to play. If these guys are as good as you guys are drafting them, they need to play. And I'm not talking about like 10 game seasons in the NHL level. I'm talking like full seasons, 70, 80 games. You know, I think that's one of the problems that the Kings have been having is they had all these draft picks, they had all these players that they drafted, and not a single one of them have panned out. If you want to talk actual prospects that have panned out, Brock Faber, who we traded to Minnesota this past year, ended up being their number one defenseman. Brock Faber was in our organization. We could have had him, but no, we traded him. So, you know, I'm not sure what Kings management is thinking. I obviously hate Rob Blake for what he's done to the team, especially with the Pierre-Luc Dubois trade from last year. But it does look like things are starting to look up a little bit, in which I do want to talk about that as well. We also got the trade for Tanner Jeannot, forward Tanner Jeannot. He's a left wing, left-handed. When he was traded to the Lightning from the Predators for 5 picks, I thought they were insane. A lot of the people in the league thought the Lightning were insane for giving up that much for this guy. Obviously, the Predators accepted, no problem. Thank you very much. But if he can score, if he could be a 20-goal scorer, 40, 50-point scorer this year, you know, playing on a solid middle six role, I'd be ecstatic. That'd be a freaking bargain. We gave Lightning a 2024 4th-round pick and a 2025 2nd-round pick for him. So it's not like, you know, we didn't give up a little bit for him, but picks are picks. You know, you never know if these players are going to pan out. Jeannot is a player now who is actually known, and so I hope that he does pan out. If anything, he could play the gritty game for the Kings, which is kind of what we need. As of right now, we really don't really have anyone who's like that. Just another note on the Lightning, they traded Mikhail Sergachev to the Utah Hockey Club for Connor Geekie, DJ Moser, and 2024 7th-round pick, 2025 2nd-round pick. So the Lightnings are picking up the picks, the draft picks, and I question if they are going to get rid of Stamkos. And I've heard people saying like, oh, Stamkos could be a King just because he's right-handed. Like I said, that's not probably going to be the case. I will be absolutely surprised if the Lightning part ways with him. But hey, it is what it is. It's a business. Like I said, I don't really care about the Lightnings, but I think when your franchise captain is being deserted like this, I think that's just a dick move, to be honest. I think Stamkos deserves better than that. Just pay the guy. I mean, Lightnings, you guys cheated that salary a few years ago when you won the Stanley Cup. Get rid of some of the other guys that you guys don't need. Keep Stamkos. I think he's a really big part of the team. But yeah, overall, I'm just like absolutely surprised by the result of that. So, and then of course, I also read into the draft. We also got Carter George, goaltender. Not the best goals against. Obviously, I don't know how juniors are. I don't know if like 2.0 or 3.0 or 4.0 goals against is good or not. But his save percentages were actually really good, always in the 92 area. So to see that is actually really inspiring to me. Hopefully he works out as a goaltender, and decent size. What I think it was 6'1" size or something like that. And he says that he grew up watching the Kings and was excited to be a King. So the fact that he modeled his game after people like Jonathan Quick and Carey Price makes me confident that he may actually be a really good prospect goaltender for us going forward. And of course, he's paying attention to players like Swayman and Shesterkin, who are like top goalies right now. Yeah, it's really good news to see. And the last little bit of news I want to talk about right now is just the top free agents going to the free agency market, which is actually tomorrow. Top free agents: Steven Stamkos, obviously, like I said before, Elias Lindholm, Sam Reinhart, Tyler Toffoli, Jonathan Marchessault, Patrick Kane, Jake Guentzel, Tyler Bertuzzi, Chandler Stevenson, and Jake DeBrusk as far as the forwards are concerned. Defensemen: Chris Tanev, Brady Shea, Alec Martinez, TJ Brody, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Nikita Zadorov, Brandon Montour, Shane Gostisbehere, Brett Pesce, and Sean Walker. So, just wanted to do a real quick thing. I've heard rumors that Toffoli is a target for the LA Kings. Again, right-handed shot, decent scorer. So it would be a good fit. It really would, to have Toffoli back. Marchessault, I'm actually surprised that the Golden Knights have not re-signed him. If they don't keep him, I'll be really shocked, to be honest. Patrick Kane, not surprised he's not on a team right now. He's just getting older. His skill isn't like it used to be. And Guentzel, I heard he's supposed to be close to a contract as well. Jake DeBrusk, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a contract tomorrow as well. With the same team, of course. But as far as the defensemen, I look at up and down. Alec Martinez, he's always played great. I mean, Martinez and McNabb were leading the leagues in block hits with the Golden Knights. Bring him back. We need it. We really do. We don't need players like Gavrikov who kind of suck. The only thing he's good at is preventing zone entries. Once the opponent is in the zone, Gavrikov is crap, to be honest. And then, of course, we have Mikey Anderson now. Defensive D, he's not going to score anything. And then Andreas Englund's actually still signed for one more year, to correct myself from a previous video. But, that's not to say we can't scratch Englund and have another strong D on the left side, because apparently our right side is set, more or less. We have Brent Clark, we have Jordan Spence, and we have Drew Doughty. What more do you need? I mean, you have your right D that are set. We could have had Sean Durzi still, And to see these names on this list, Alec Martinez, could get him back for block, defense. Heck, get Oliver Ekman-Larsson, my favorite player outside of the Kings. Without him, the Panthers would not have won the Stanley Cup, yet alone probably had a decent season, since Brandon Montour and Aaron Ekblad were out for a good portion of the season, and Ekman-Larsson stepped up as the number one defenseman on the team. So go get him. He can still do offense. And not to mention, what I've seen, he's bringing on the physical game now. Get him into the system. Sean Walker is also free again. I didn't really care, but at the same time, he can still provide some offense. Get him back. I'm not really happy with the D-core right now. The Kings really need to fix it, and got to improve upon it. Not that I don't like England, but he doesn't score enough. All he is straight up defense and physical. And that's not what we need right now. We need the back end to be able to help score, because the forwards aren't getting it done, as we saw from last year. And, we're kind of tight on the cap as well. So we're kind of in a situation where we won't be able to get the better forwards. So we need to make sure our D is up to the par as well. So that's just my thoughts, of course. What do I know? I'm just a fan who watches and likes to talk about it. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you agree with what I have to say? Do you guys disagree? What did you guys think of the NHL draft? Did you guys, if anyone who's watching, fans of other teams, did you guys get the picks that you guys want? Did you guys see anything exciting that you guys, weren't expecting, or, you're hoping for these players to pan out? Let me know in the comment section. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This video went a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I did want to, kind of go over everything. I mean, I'm not going to go over a whole clipboard of stuff just for, the draft. So, that, if you guys saw the draft, you guys know what happened and what went down in the first round. So, congrats to all the players who were drafted in both the first round as well as the 2nd through 7th. Hopefully these guys all are pretty skilled players. they become NHLers. Obviously, not everyone will be, but regardless, hope they have great careers. And of course, go Kings, go for the future. Free agency opens in 2 days from tomorrow, and it's probably going to be a busy week. So we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.